Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're doing another 3-build 3-game challenge and we're playing Anduin. We have ourselves on Cursed Hollow, and as far as Anduin's builds go, he has 3 that kind of mesh together. So it'll be interesting getting all of these builds to work out properly, and I don't think it really matters much when I pick which one. As for our Skinergy, I have the basic Anduin skin. It's honestly probably my favorite skin for him on a lovely mount that matches him, the Rooster mounts. I really like these skins. I believe... Hold on. There's a glitch. Then I gotta throw it out here. And we can hold our sword upon high. Come on now. And then when I ride... maybe they fixed it. Or maybe I didn't do it right. There used to be a bug where you could hold your sword up the whole game. As for our build, though, they do have some burst. They also have some sustain healing. What level 7 talent gives me this one? We'll probably just go for a W build then. I was debating saving my W build for when there's a lot of melee heroes. But I mean, there's enough for it to be effective this game, I think. So we're going to kind of lack early game healing to make up for late game healing. And I really wanted the desperate prayer for against this red team because of Kira. She's the only reason I wanted it. Or desperately want it. Oh, I missed everybody with that. That was terrible. Too indecisive. But basically, using our W grants allies a shield on its way out. Pull that ally to safety. I think we saved her life. Not bad. We've healed so much. Yes! Yes, my sword is out on high. You can see it being held up. That's what we like to see. And it'll persist like that until I die. So don't die, Wub. Alright. You can see me holding my sword up in the air. That's the glitch. That's it. They patched it out. And people complained so much that they pulled it back in to the game. But because red team has both burst and tick damage is why I wanted to go for this build. And it's probably the one I'm least good at, this build, is the W build. But we're looking for red team to line up properly to land these spells on them. The W, specifically. Because every enemy hero hit with our W on its way out will increase the heal that it gives on its way back. Which is always nice. He kind of just has infinite health and mana, infinite damage, so I gotta be a little careful when I'm just spamming these out. Our level 4 is another mildly underwhelming talent, Moral Compass. And one thing that it does that is nice is it increases their basic attack range by 1.1, so we can play a little safer, which is nice whenever they got that very hard engage with their 2 melee heroes. But also, using our W sends out basic attacks close to enemy heroes at the apex of the ability. As you can see, we have a new little way to heal allies now. I want to pull him out. I might have messed him up. I think we're fine. Oh, my shield barely not getting out of there in time to save my ally. We're getting out-healed by their healer. Which, I mean, it's Ariel, so it makes sense. But I've just been doing so much to try and keep it as even as possible. Middle is practically gone, but we're going to get the objective cap, it looks like. So, there's a positive. I think this guy's dead. He does have armor, but it's not going to be enough when we got 4 heroes smacking on him. Alright, seriously, though, we got to go middle to try to defend this. Ping that I'm on my way. Ariel... Gul'dan and Vala is a scary combo of heroes. Good try on the root. I think my ally's backing out. Yep. Another objective being spawned. Red team doing a much better job of controlling the lanes than we are. I recently did the Murky video, so I had full control over the lane pressure and whatnot. Ping that I'm on my way if she wanted to stick around. Just make sure she stays pretty healthy. whiffed my ability there because the ally swapped him. Not the end of the world, though. So Desperate Prayer, instantly heal one ally for... Nice. For like 500 HP. But the flip of it... One more? Nice. The flip of it is you will then be stunned for a few moments. 2 seconds, to be exact. So, like, we'll use it here on... after casting all my abilities, we'll use it on our Tannis player. Making sure he's not going to face any hardship. And we'll just keep these allies healthy. Managed to grab that top healing stat now from their Ariel. But see how long we can hold it. Been doing our best to weave in basic attacks. Another nice thing, though, is we have our Tannis, who is stacking. Unfortunately, they have Gul'dan and Vala, who are very strong late-game heroes. I'm on my way. We'll see if I can actually do anything to save these allies. There's the shield with my W, which I think might have been enough. We're going to just go ahead and press my Desperate Prayer, which will keep these allies alive a moment longer. Unfortunately, the bleed really not helping us out there. And we will lose our Artanis. Just a simple numbers game with that one. They had more heroes than we did, unfortunately. But that's fine. It's about time we lose an objective. As we've been doing really good at holding. And getting the first 2 objectives. Mildly behind on HP, or on XP, and significantly behind on building health. Just so satisfying doing that. Gonna look to heal my Phoenix player, who did get his ability canceled, unfortunately. Gonna send a root out in that direction in case the Blaze was gonna E on top of us. He thankfully backed out, though. Make sure my mana bar is staying as healthy as possible, while also keeping my allies in a good position to play the video game. Bad rotation. Oh, maybe we're fine. Okay. Say bad rotation by me, but I want to get bottom to help my allies out if they need it. Maybe I should just be middle, though. After looking a little more. One more heal for her, and we'll rotate on out of here. Or at least hold the bush here. I can go either ult with this build if I'm not mistaken. Which is why, another reason I have this build. This is, like I said, the build I'm least comfortable with. So, whenever I have the least comfortable build, I tend to want to pick the talent that'll make me have the best chance of... Or the ult that'll let me pick whichever one I want, I should say. Not a lot for me to do. And I really don't think either ult is good against that team, to be fair. I don't know. If I had to pick one, though, probably go for the Holy Word Salvation. It's just Blaze can cancel it so easily. Pull that ally into safety. Alright, we grabbed Holy Word. We're going to just pop it down right here. Hopefully protect my allies from some damage. I mean, we are absolutely goners, though. Probably not the best play. I was hoping we would have more heroes there, like Mei would be there in time, but I think she was clearing out the camps because, like I said, red team has been pummeling us, destroying us in that regard. Our healing numbers are still respectable, but I don't think we're going to have much of a fighting chance unless we gain more XP and lane control. I suppose we'll go bottom here. Yeah, we went for the Holy Word. Maybe Light Bomb would have been better. Just pop that on our Tannis and pray. It sucks that Vala already has 26 stacks. Less than I was initially thinking, to be fair. I value my life a little bit more than our Mei, because she can heal herself.
Or face my curse. The choice is simple.
And because I can get bursted down, I can also heal her. Big objective fight coming up where we are unfortunately 2 levels down. They're on the boss, apparently. Oh, it got reset. Big pick on top of their healer. I think we're gonna get another pick there as well. Nicely done on the Gul'dan. We lose middle. And I gotta book it here. just to try to stall this out. That's a real shame. I got body blocked by my Mei. I kid you not. I want to get on the other side of him if I can. Well done by the friendly team, though. We're getting cursed, but we're going to get like a double kill, maybe more. Nice. A little bit afraid for my allies. Speed of the HotS, which will grant me movement speed while my W is active, I believe. It also reduces the cooldown of my W for each ally healed. This hero is gonna press E on an ally. And I was just gonna use my leap of faith to cancel that. I don't think she actually ended up getting it off, though. Bottom lane needs taken care of. I'm going top to help Mei. But, like, we need Blaze or Nova to be taking care of that. I don't think Mei realizes just how squishy she is compared to red team. And they snuck boss from underneath our nose. That's really unfortunate. I feel like we're just not playing great as a team currently. And since I died, I lose the sword being held up on high, which is just demoralizing as all heck. Red team will get bottom boss as well. I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. Is Nova going for soak build? No, she is not. She's going for one-shot build, which can still work out for us, especially when we're gonna have to assassinate the Valla player in the late game. Yeah, we'll just play the defensive game. More free stacks for the Valla. She's up to 33 yet, and she doesn't even have Acrobat, which, as we've stated before in this series, is overpowered. I mean, that's a nice pick. We actually win this now with that pick. As long as Horrified doesn't come online. Blaze did his very best to destroy my team. Gotta make sure I'm healing the right allies. And now our W with Holy Nova will heal a little burst after it goes off, which I think deals bonus damage, if I'm not mistaken. After Anduin catches Divine Star, it explodes, healing nearby allies for 197 and damaging enemies for 281. Looks like we might get the first building for our team with that top lane camp, so well done there. A lot of red team is dead. We're actually up on kills against them, despite us being so heavily behind on building HP, which just goes to show how poorly we've been playing as a team, at least compared to them. Oh, sweet. They wasted an ult. Nova is inbound, and she's looking to hurt that red team. Oh, I missed my root. I was hoping to mess up red team with that root. We're going to look for a safe place that we can press our R if we need to press our R. Another root inbound, sending out a pretty big W to deal damage. There's the ult that we wanted, making sure my allies stay safe. Blaze counters it, but I don't think it was enough in time. I used my my 2 to keep this friendly team as healthy as possible. Hopefully they don't go in on top of my Phoenix, who is very low on HP. He's regaining his shield now, though. And we're about to get the first curse of the game for us. Well done by Nova, who I guess her build is coming online all of a sudden. And we get, like I said, that first curse thanks to Mei's good split. Our healing is starting to come online as well. Keep these allies nice and healthy. Mana bar a little bit low, but nothing we can't play around with. Oh, I was hoping to land the root. Ice Wall came out, but didn't quite catch anybody. Another ability that we're trying to, use that W to spam it out. Keep this ally alive because they had good follow up if I wasn't in there. Blaze definitely has the reduced cooldown on his E, as he was spamming that out like no other. Good push all in all. We are now even, if not ahead, on building health because we still have this building alive. And top lane is taking a lot of damage, so really good curse. That sets us back in the right position. And we're about to pick up Censure, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a stun which will help on red team's strong engagements. Keeping those allies healthy. There we go. So now we can stun enemy heroes and increases the duration of our route as well. We have almost all of our abilities back up. Top lane's still pushing, by the way. Oh, good try on that swap. Not able to hit it there. Blaze is in there. I don't have my do not have my pull to save him from any wild dangers that may come his way. I do now get that leap of faith up. I think I said R. I meant trait. Look for that stun. If Blaze wants to come out and try to stun my team, I could counter it. We can also counter their counter the Kira's ult. I'm very tempted just to press my my R here to heal my allies up. Things are getting a little bit dicey. Oh, barely not coming out in time, and my allies are not anywhere close enough to me to get the full effect of that heal. Say, if an ally got hit by the slows, we could have got something done. Regardless, we got really good building damage in middle, as well. Whoa, okay, I thought that was Mei. As well as fantastic damage on middle. So, red team might get a boss or two here. But really, it's not the end of the world. We're going to stand here so I can stun any heroes that are coming in. It looks like we're fine. Kind of want to check the boss. I don't have my R up yet. Friendly team's doing it because they're doing the top one. I can respect the play. Because I deal the least amount of damage, I need to be the one in the bush checking it. Make sure that the Mei is topped off as nicely as we can. Alright, I'm going to go distract them, I think. Maybe that's enough. Sweet. Get a nice boss capture there. That is, not necessarily game-changing. But it is a big play, nonetheless. Friendly team kind of wants to push, and with the boss, I'm not completely opposed. A little bit afraid of Horrify. Big stun on top of their Kira player will get us a kill. I meant to press my R like a millennial ago. It just didn't go off, and because of that, we once again lose an ally. 2 allies. I don't know what happened there. I must have shift-clicked it. Anyways, this is pushing, and this is pushing, so that's good. I'm probably starting to get out-healed now. Not quite. Did she go for the good talent? Oh, no, she didn't. She went for the attack speed. Interesting. Like I said, though, that boss is still getting work done for us. And we did kill the Kira, so not the end of the world. Very close game, all in all. Win or lose, this has been a fun one. Would like it if we could fight for the next objective. I don't think we... I don't know. No, we probably can't. Middle is down to just 1100 HP. We should probably just defend this. But what we should do and what we will do are 2 entirely different things. Oh, Nova's looking to just kill off that middle fort. Which we're going to offer her protection if she gets rotated on. Looks like she's safely scuttling out of there. Miraculously, our buildings are still alive. You could be in danger. Looks like they went middle, though. Nice. I think we need to start grouping up as 5. Wherever that is. That we have to do it, but I think we do have to do it. Vala does get her acrobat with 51 stacks on the board for her. That is an incredible amount of burst damage. I think it's like over 3,000 if she lands her abilities, which is, in my opinion, really easy to do. This curse is big. Curse is very big for red team because they can obviously curse us. I got to be careful of the silent killer upgrade on the Orphea, or not the Orphea, the Kira. I have to try to stun that with my E. I'm the one to cap this objective. If somebody has to cap it, it'll have to be me because friendly team has the peels for me, so we're going to just spam that out quickly. Blaze is inbound. Hopefully we have the peels. Looks like maybe... Yes, sir, we do. We get a double kill as well. Now it's Operation Save whoever is in danger, which is our Mei. Oh, no, she just right-clicked me. Don't be stunned long. Huge R on my part, keeping this Mei alive by the skin of her teeth. We need to be focusing down that healer, which I will do with a beautiful W, stunning off their Kira as well, trying to heal. It's not going to be enough, though, as we will lose multiple allies. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, she just has far too much healing and cooldowns to kill us off there. Her ult upgrade is insane. Miraculously, though, Mei survived that. Props to her. And we got the objective capped. So all of those are good things. But yeah, Kira has such great cooldown reduction and healing. And her 20 is broken, as I stated before. They have two heroes with broken 20s, with that being Silent Killer and Acrobat. In my opinion, they're broken. We never kill them because they heal more than we can ever deal damage. With obviously Kira's kit and then siphoning arrows. But they're kind of low. Low enough for us to push in and capture the camp. Good play there by Mei. Really good play by Mei, actually. Another objective coming in. Looks like we're probably going to give it, which I don't hate that. Yeah. Just give it. Our lanes are pushed. Totally fine with this. Just defend right here. They'll probably get 2 or 3 buildings, or maybe they'll just go for boss. A pick now would go hard. They're split. Yeah, this is the time to fight with Kira not in it. Oh, good try. All right. Back out. We don't want to overextend. Oh, Kira's still not here. Then we can maybe go in. This is the game that we play. Nova getting some great burst out there, and a huge swap on my ally. We're going to stun that hero out, and that's a huge pick. If red team's not careful, we could just walk down and right-click their core. Unfortunately, Blaze lands a full ult on top of my team. That Kira, I seen her in the top there. Blaze is going hunting. Hopefully he doesn't just get annihilated by this ult. Ping that we're right here. Please. Please come into range of me. Oh my goodness. We heal him up. Barely once again healing him up. I think we could probably just right-click core and base race if we wanted. But friendly team opts for the boss, which is a safe play that I don't hate. Gul'dan can come and try to steal it. So I'm going to just stand right here and make sure that he's not going to do that. Come on. There we go. Want to go for a second boss? I think we can just go for the core, my friends. But I can't really make that call because we are just the healer who protects. Oh, Gul'dan was on that camp. Once again, a really great timing by my allies. If we get a pick here, it would be massive. Go, Nova, go! Huge play on her part. Give her a well played. Atta boy. We'll go help them take the boss then, because this boss will probably break the shield. And if we can then break this building, oh my goodness, the good that could come of it would be insane. Kira is just now reviving, which terrifies me, because if she lands that R, we are doomed. You can see the damage difference between Damage Vala and everybody else in the game. Quite a number difference. Boss is walking in. We stun him out of his ult almost immediately. Gotta make sure this ally isn't killed in as soon as we press our buttons. Triple tap coming out and killing the Vala. Massive pick again by our Nova player. I'm tempted just to use my R to heal up the team as we need. There we go. Whoever's in danger, I can defend as needed. this game is over. GG, well played. There's my R, which gets canceled, but holy cow, what a game one. Absolute fantastic game. Both teams played very well. I'm interested if that was a 5-stack because of how well they were playing, and that's like a typical 5-stack composition. The Nova really kicked it into high gear with that last team fight or two. Well played by her. Wow. I'm going to talk about the build in one moment, but I do want to check if that was a 5-stack. So let's go ahead and just hover their names to see. What a fun game. All right. It was a 3-stack. Okay, probably these three were in a party. Yes. Yep. All right. Anyways, the build we went in game 1 here was Power Word Shield at level 1. Like I said, this gives our allies a let me just read it, because I'm not entirely sure. I know it gives them a shield on the way out. So while Divine Star is traveling out, allies in its path gain a shield that absorbs 128 damage for 4 seconds. If Divine Star hits an enemy hero, Anduin gains a shield. Okay, that absorbs for 185 damage for 4 seconds. Simple enough. I explained Moral Compass a little bit. It's very simple. Sends out basic attacks at the apex of your W and increases your basic attack range, so you can play much safer while still getting the passive healing from your passive auto attacks. Desperate Prayer. I wanted this specifically because of the Kira, and I think it saved my allies once or twice, which is really nice when it pays off. But unfortunately, that's the challenge of this video, is I can now not pick any of these talents in game 2 or 3. Then Holy Word Salvation, probably could have gotten away with Light Bomb, but this was impactful enough. If nothing else, it was causing their Kira and Blaze to hold cooldowns for this ability. Then Speed of the Poyas, which, while Divine Star is traveling, gain 30 movement speed, which allows you to heal more allies because you're able to line it up better on the travel back. Additionally, each ally hero healed by Divine Star on its return to Anduin reduces cooldown by 1 second. This is how we were spamming it out, and this is at level 13 where you get the big, noticeable difference in healing. Holy Nova, after Anduin catches Divine Star, it explodes, healing nearby allies for 105 health and damaging enemies for 150 damage, which I use this mainly just for healing, and another ability that, especially with the reduced cooldown, really was stacking up. And then finally, Censure at level 20, Chastise stuns for 3/4 of a second, and its root duration is increased by half of a second. Really good for canceling Blaze ult and the Kira ult, and also shutting down the Acrobatic Vala from running our team down. Very fun game, and that's just the beginning. So now we're going to go ahead and hop into game 2, and hopefully continue to have some fun. Alright, we find ourselves inside of game 2 now. Unfortunately, I was shuffling through my skins to pick, and I accidentally re-picked the same Skinergy, which is the worst Skinergy. I'm really sorry. I actually didn't own any other Anduin skins, so I bought 2 new ones for this video, and now we're not going to get to showcase one of them, so. Anyways, though, we used the W build in game 1, and now we're going to be playing game 2. So I cannot pick any of those talents I picked inside of game 1. I'm thinking, because that red team has a very heavy melee composition, about going for my melee build, which I really like, and it's also pretty good on this map. So that's probably what we'll do, and I'll save the final build, which is a Q-focus build, for an enemy team where I'm hoping to have more poison damage. Like, I guess Nazebo is a lot of poison damage, but this is what I'm rocking. So we pick up Lightwell at level 1. Yeah, I'll show you the Skinergy one more time. It's just Anduin. Oh, and we gotta get our sword out. So we'll send out the sword. Bada boom. And then, yeah, I think we hold the sword for the rest of the game. Yeah, let's or until we die. But yeah, Lightwell, it's an activatable that we can send out that heals all allies. It's on a long cooldown, but it gets reduced every time we heal an ally. So, by 1 second. So, we'll just place it down inside of the bush to help out this ally who could find themselves inside of some danger. A little bit afraid for my tank. I did take a break in between game 1 and 2 and went to bed. I wanted to record more, but I sat in queue for 5 minutes and didn't find a game, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's the HotS gods telling me to take a break. Look for a root on top of the Nazebo. I hit it, but not enough. What kind of Vala do we have? Of course, a Q Vala. Vala. Q Vala. Trying to heal up again against an Ariel. is what red team has. We'll go top, or at least start heading that way. Looks like we shouldn't have to. Oh, ping, they're on our way. Really nice thing of spiders there. Will help this Nazebo get a good start.
You think yourself worthy to
If she steps forward, we can maybe kill him. He'll be fine. We'll give him a little light well to heal up off of if he wants it. And we'll rotate to middle lane. Holy cow. Red team hates our Nazebo. I mean, I don't blame them. Nazebo is such an easy hero to kill. I guess we're just going in for art this year. Making sure I'm not the one getting swapped. Trying to weave my basic attacks in here because basic attacks do heal my allies. Unfortunately, though, I whiff on my healing, or my root and my healing on top of our ally and enemies. So that's going to be a sad setback. We're going to just tap now. And their Ariel is top damage, unfortunately. Did we even kill who we wanted to kill? I think we did. Aw, so close to landing that root. I was predicting her her dash, which I did just fine, but then she used it later than I was expecting. There's a root. We don't actually gain massive numbers until level 4, which is about to come up here, where we pick up Surge of Light, which will reduce the cooldown of our E every time we basic attack a hero. You slap on top of that the fact that we can now get 2 basic attacks off per time we root an enemy hero, which refunds mana, and all of a sudden we are an absolute force to be reckoned with, which we can maybe pick up the kill here. Really good damage by our Junkrat player and myself gets us just that. There's the root where we're landing these basic attacks. I think Diablo can kill this hero. We're gonna hopefully Diablo wants to fight with me here. So we're just gonna try to basic attack our way out of this one. If we get that Abba hat, we can do a lot better. See, those basic attacks are healing me up really nicely. We are kind of out of mana. You know what? I was gonna say I could maybe look to pull my ally out of there. Yeah, I really don't feel like losing my big tanky Diablo just yet. Oh, I'm whiffing that root. I was hoping I would have enough time to get it off. We really need to be picking up some globes or something because I am struggling currently. Yeah, we gotta ping retreat for them as I don't have the heals. I mean, they're still fighting though. So I guess I'm gonna just stick around a moment longer. Rooting that enemy hero inside of the tower range. Our Diablo doesn't understand that he is slowed infinitely by the Arthas and his shenanigans. Hopefully I don't die. We'll tap now and grab the regen globe, which will heal us up just fine in the mana department. We'll go ahead into bottom lane. Holy cow. That's a camp that we can take. Well played there by Abathur getting that prepped for us, but we kind of got to fight for the objective. I'm hoping I can get this regen globe and come in. With my ally here, we should be able to fight for it. Oh no, they all rotated in. I'm in the wrong side of town. Diablo looking for the kill. Gonna pick up Blessed Recovery and look for some damage out there, but it is not enough. That's a shame. Really good rotation there by red team. Never expect the full gank squad to come in, but they do. They did quickly too. Was hoping we catch her on the dash. We should be able to kill off their healer. But should and will are two different things, I suppose. Yeah, they're just going to continue to scuttle around the map. We need to catch this healer. Ah, they break all of our Abba mines as well in the process. I really wanted to get the Ariel there. She had a fantastic E on top of me. She's definitely been the difference maker in this game so far. And that Vol is already up to 19. 19 stacks. Let's see if we can't get... Oh no. Hangther on our way, but I think it's too late for him. Shame. Hopefully our Junkrat can get out of there. Looks like he will. Our Nazebo losing the 1v1 up in the top lane is a very tragic series of events. Hangther on our way. Just heal the Junkrat. Keep him as healthy as we can. Little bit afraid. Oh, very much afraid. We got to sidestep. tap now. Nazebo managed to shut it off in the top lane. So I think I'm honestly... Oh no, it was Diablo who has that kill. Easily has that kill. He did not easily have that kill. That was going so well for him. What's happening? Very, very much afraid of swaps. Thankfully, I can keep my allies healed because we have decent defense against this guy. As long as I don't get swapped. We'll probably lose this building. Land the root to get the double basic attacks off. Like I said, if we get swapped, bad things, very bad things could happen. Wanted to send my root out early there. We missed it. I'm wanting this enemy to attack me. Hit me! Hit me! Try to break these minions quickly. Red team is in a poor spot, all things considered. Big root onto the Arthas player, which will get us a nice pick on top of him. Maybe we can get more now even on their Ariel. Junkrat booping at the perfect time, and we have collected a double kill from that engagement, making this game a little bit tighter. I never mentioned it, but we did pick up Blessed Recovery at level 7. This grants us a... let's fight this guy. I was hoping to get the... This grants us a... self-heal whenever we take damage. I think it's if we take 7% of our maximum HP in the burst of like 3 seconds. 8% in 3 seconds. We heal for 15% over a few moments. Red team, I truthfully think that they need to be afraid of us. If I get my light bomb up, that is. That is the one criteria in which they would have to be afraid of us. Their healer has arrived, which ruins our day. We'll tap again. We've been having a little bit of a mana issue this game, but we've also been pressing every single button off of cooldown super consistently. Just trying to keep our tanky boy as healthy as possible. This is, by the way, my favorite build for Anduin. I love the amount of healing and damage that you can put out. We'll ping that we're on our way. Not enough to keep him alive. And now we are far too split. We'll pull that ally mid-swap, which I think most definitely saves his life. Unfortunately, Diablo and I are on the camp, and we can't be on the object, or on the... That's the shame of it, isn't it? We don't have the damage to survive this. Thankfully, Junkrat Boop helps us out significantly. Whiffing my root there is devastating. Heal my ally up, which I think gave him just enough time to get his ultimate ability off. Continue to pump out damage on top of their Arthas, but unless we kill that healer, we will not kill many heroes this game. We are doing our best to stay on par with her in the healing department. We've just picked up a big level up, which is our push forward. So damaging enemy heroes increases the healing that our trait grants by 5%, stacking up to 6 times. Or stacking up to 8 times. It also increases my movement speed by a little bit. I thought there was a fight that was gonna emerge here, so we gotta fight for this, don't we? Yep, we absolutely have to try to do something here. We'll look for a kill on top of the Artanis. Oh, but a great ultimate by their Ariel. Keeps him alive for, honestly, not as long as I was expecting. We're going to go ahead and tap now. We have yet to base this game, I believe. And I tell you what, I am feeling it personally. Well, once again, whiffing that root is really, really bad. Because it still stalls me out significantly on healing. Maybe enough damage? Those goals are chunking. Red team's gonna get another dragon off of this. Oh, unless we can maybe burst down their healer. I'm doing my best to keep my tanky boy alive with that pursued by Grace talent really coming in handy and helping us out. I'm gonna go for the objective cap, but I need to get one more auto attack off to keep my stacks rolling. We do get that auto attack off. Junkrat was middle, which is why I could do that. So if she wanted to fight me, I would be able to win that 1v1. Now, Nazebo wins his 1v1 in the top lane. And all of a sudden, we have a chance to get the dragon. As long as we can stall this out, I'm willing to give my life for it. Light bomb this, I think. getting the mana return, and it's just going to be basic attack for the win. Basic attack and E's are the only thing I will use. Unfortunately, whiffing that E. We pick up Renewal. We got to get out of here, buddy. Which grants us healing. Alright, out of mana. Which grants us an extra bit of healing on allies while I have my Q on them. Also, I'm second highest hero damage for my team. Looks like we'll get a fort in top lane and a lot of damage inside of middle. We do lose our Diablo, but he has his soul, so he will be right back, ready to fight. So, not too shabby, all things considered. This game is all of a sudden much more even. I'll ping that I'm on my way. I think we win that, Junkrat. Oh, yeah. Huge. Boop. I was going to say zombie wall, but he got knocked out of that. I don't quite have my R up yet. Missing that again is a massive shame. Another light bomb on top of our tanky boy, getting us a huge kill once again. We're going to look to root that back line, continuing to get the heals from our auto attacks, which is really what's doing the work for our team. There's a light bomb out there. Remember, that healing that's coming out is... Is this guy just immortal? That healing that's coming out is... Dang. From this level 16 talent is getting refreshed every time that I deal damage with a basic attack. So pressing Q on an ally grants something that like a white main would have, or a Malfurion, where dealing damage now refreshes and heals allies. I'm gonna look to Tango in the top lane. Look for the hat here. There we go. I'm hoping we can finish this hero off with a basic attack or two. Well done by Diablo there. We have the double kill by a huge zombie wall by our Nazebo players. And all of a sudden, this game is opening up for us. Bear in mind that we have a very strong 20 team with both Junkrat and Nazebo having incredibly strong level 20s. A little bit afraid for my allies here, so we're going to look to just keep them as happy, healthy as possible. I meant to press R on my ally at least. Looking for their healer now. They are looking for me, however, and they are better because the tower was in range to whoop my butt. Auto attack Diablo on top of their healer, though, putting in work, getting us the kill we need, and Junkrat getting his ult off. He can maybe kill their tanky Arthas with a bada bing, bada boom. Now it is just one hero left for red team, as we have four still alive. A big ult. Unfortunately, he has 50 armor. The Artanis player, that is. Maybe Nazebo can kite or get an Abathur hat would be huge. Abathur hat is inbound. We kill off their Artanis, but not before our Diablo gets caught inside of the wall. He does have his souls, and meanwhile, friendly team is capturing this objective with a super quick mount speed of our from our ally Junkrat and Abathur, which means we should get another dragon and pick up my favorite talent for this hero, Varian's Legacy. So now, our basic attacks are dealing a burn damage on enemies that also heals Anduin, making me more and more immortal. We're now out-healing their healer, who does have Reservoir of Hope, which is really hard to do, as Ariel is one of the best healers inside of the game, especially with a frontline heavy team composition on both sides. Last time I think I died, yeah, the 6 tower shots I tanked did me in, so let's make sure we don't do that next time. Looking for their Arthas player now. Good try by our tank. I don't think that it matters, though, as we have taken down red team's heroes. We send out a light well, which I kind of forgot about my ally there for a moment, almost getting him killed. We'll light bomb just to make sure that he doesn't get continue to get rotated on by red team. Looking to not get swapped, as that would be devastating on my part. Continue to heal up this Diablo player as he is in trouble. A good APOC, though, on his part might get us some work done. We're placing another light well down, trying to make sure I'm keeping my basic attacks out there. Nazebo's pressing buttons. Everybody on the team is pressing buttons. My basic attacks should finish off this Nazebo. Oh, no, but 2 ults on my head kind of hurts, so he will walk out. Meanwhile, though, Abathur's been pushing bottom as we have been pushing middle, and all of a sudden this game is opened up for us. Almost entirely, with red team very close to, or very far away from respawning for the objective. Looks like we'd rather take the second fort than kill the core, which might just be a fine play. I would rather us go kill the core. Make a big play here, see if we can. Ah, Diablo wasn't ready for it. Was hoping we could get that get some shenanigans off there and continue to pick red team. Like right here. This play that we're making on Nazebo, if we're able to get our ally in there, it could be huge. We missed, though. So red team is going to respawn and have everybody alive for this fight. Unless, like I said, unless we can kill another hero here. They are looking for me, but I have such great movement speed from my level 7 talent, is it? Or 13 talent? I forget which one exactly. Push forward, level 13. That's the big talent that really helped us get that victory. We had really respectable damage throughout that game, and we out-healed the Ariel healer, who had great batteries from both Nazebo and Vala if she wanted. Well played. Another very crisp, clean game with back and forth from both sides. Diablo tanked 72% of teamfight damage. That is insanity. I think he was an auto-attack Diablo, which is awesome. Yeah, good for him. As far as the build goes, and keep in mind, we rooted heroes for over a minute, which is crazy. But the build, which is my favorite, Lightwell at level 1, into Surge of Light at level 4, Blessed Recovery at level 7, Light Bomb at level 10, Push Forward at level 13, Renew at level 16, and Varian's Legacy at level 20. I don't think I ever really explained this fully, but Renew Flash Heal heals an additional 427 health over 6 seconds, and the duration of this heal gets refreshed each time Anduin hits an enemy hero with a basic attack. Varian's Legacy, our basic attacks burn and heal Anduin for the damage that it deals in the burn. This is all comboing off of Push Forward, which is granting us movement speed and increased healing on our basic attacks, because if you don't know, Anduin's basic attacks heal off of, it's not the amount of damage that he deals. Let me see if I can just read exactly what it says. Basic attacks against enemy heroes heal the lowest health allied hero near Anduin for 432. Then with the rest of the build, Blessed Recovery, we take burst damage, we get healed that back up, which is really nice at recovering ourselves. Surge of Light is what carries this build, because you're getting more basic attacks after you root an enemy hero. You can then send out 2 basic attacks, which does double the healing from your Pursued by Grace, and restores mana, so you're able to fight more. And this ends up being your main source of healing, is your E, not your Q. And then Lightwell, because you're getting so much cooldown reduction, so many small tick heals, that Lightwell ends up being off of cooldown all of the time. This is the synergy that we were going to use, is the Pirate skin, which has the Blackheart's doubloon. And then I guess we'll use this one for Game 3, but that's spoiler alert. Let's hop into Game 3 and hopefully have some fun. All right, we find ourselves inside of Game 3 now. Once again, I took a little break, and my kids were playing with me at the computer, and my mic got unplugged, so I hope it sounded all right. We're on map 3, though. I played W build in the first game. We just finished my favorite build, which is the auto-attack Manduin run 'em down build, and now I have to play Q build, which is my least favorite build. And I think the reason for that is Anduin's whole kit is kind of focused around dispersed healing, and then Anduin gets to pick and choose who he wants to keep alive with talents that he gets. You know, like Desperate Prayer is a perfect example of that, where you get to pick one ally and single them out and heal them, while the rest of your allies are kind of getting healed from your Pursued by Grace passive and your W's, which is just keeping your team generally healthy. Also, I decided just to put on this skin because I like it better and I wanted to showcase it. It's a pirate. We're a little pirate, so yeah, we got the Admiral Anduin, and of course a doubloon to go with it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so uneven or even-handed blessings is what we're gonna pick up at level 1. We gotta send out our W to get the sword in the air. Now we're holding our sword all game, or at least till we die. But yeah, Flash Heal has to be used on different targets. Any ally that has this little symbol above them will get a crit heal and refund 40% of the cooldown for my Q. I wish it refunded mana. It would make this talent much more viable, in my opinion, because currently I feel like it just gets outshined by the other talents. Like I said, it's meant to be something that you use to heal up poke more easily, which in theory is nice, and whenever you're out of combat, it does probably offer the best healing, but whenever you're in combat, I feel like it can lag behind and struggle a little bit. This dragon's been hurting us a decent bit. I'm gonna look to root just so I can get out of here fine. You see, like, I might have wanted to heal the Junkrat there instead, but I couldn't because of my level 1 talent. Not forcing me to pick one way, but making me want to pick one way. Or heal one way. A lot of these enemies have been getting very low. Oh, the big-bodied Durgan gets in the way, but he will actually perish thanks to a nice time zombie wall from our Nazebo player, and we are doubling their healer to start off the game for once. I think the first 2 games we were getting out-healed at the start, so that's nice. Another good time zombie wall and well rotation by our Nova gets us a kill, but unfortunately the Junkrat gets ganked. Thankfully he's walking out of there with his life, it would appear. And a good root on top of their Falstad gets us the kill that we need. We can heal this ally. Be nice if one of them stayed, but looks like we're gonna be alone for a minute. I already used my tap, and like I said, with this build, I do feel like there is a little bit of a mana issue going on. So we're making sure to grab as many regen globes as possible. And now we get Piercing Light, which what this is hitting 2 heroes. Let me rephrase this. Restart. Your E, Chastise, now pierces heroes. Additionally, so it hit 2 heroes with 1 E. It has the capability to do that now. Additionally, oh boy, let's see if we can't. Oh no, she's gone. I need to get with my team, please. I just want to find allies. But additionally, if our E hits 2 enemy heroes with it, it will grant us a stack of spell power. 1 spell power. And if you don't know, in Heroes of the Storm, spell power is equal to or it increases the healing of all abilities. All spells. The whole effectiveness of any spell in the game. Top lane's getting pummeled currently by Jimmy Rayner and company. Not much I can do there, and I kind of want to fight for this objective. I'm looking to line up my E's. If my E's don't line up, then I'm not going to be pressing them. That's going to be my rule. We'll heal myself, so when I have to heal the Junkrat, I can maybe get some good going on there. Look for that double root, which we do whiff, unfortunately. Here comes the enemy team's healer as well. That Brightwing. Junkrat with a good stall. Maybe we can get the no, not quite. Hoping we can get that double root off. There's the double root, maybe? Yeah, we got 1 stack. Starting to stack now. So now all of our healing is increased by 1%. Kind of minuscule and underwhelming right now, but it should become more later in the game. There's the double root again. Looking for a W if we can. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get it, so we'll just keep healing up. Friendly team. And myself as well. This is a really good map for Brightwing because her we want this ally. Because of the global capabilities that are needed. Binding Heal now is what we're picking up at level 7. What this does is our Qs will now do a mini Q on top of ourself, equal to about half of how much a regular Q is worth. But it'll help keep Anduin alive, and so we shouldn't have to be pressing Q on myself for most of this game. I think they're on our way. Looks like our Dahaka's been losing to the tanky boy quite a bit. Deathwing, that's his name. Can we break another? Yeah, I think we did. Oh, I got it stunned out of my heal. I also played that very poorly. I should have rooted the Falstad, but I was trying to get the double line up, and it did not work. I don't even know if it works, the double line up, if I hit an unstoppable hero. I don't know if it counts towards my quest. Hopefully keep this ally hero alive. Pursued by Grace is dealing a decent bit of tick heal. What does it do at this level? 44. That slow is crippling. I just want to heal this ally. Looks like the Haka is inbound, and if he lands a tongue, we can make good things come of it. We'll look for a root. Unfortunately, the tongue did not last quite as long as I was thinking it would have. We'll just keep dispersing the healing. Nah. I I want these stacks more and more. Now, with all of this that has happened, this build does have a minor saving grace. And that is, it has one of the best ultimates in the game, Holy Word Salvation. They have quite a few ways to cancel it, mainly Polymorph and Rainer Q. And I guess Deathwing has a good stun on top of it as well if he's in ranged form. So that kind of ruins my plan, but it still can be used to block out a large amount of damage out of a burst. You know, like a false stat R can get blocked out with it. You could block out a big dunk. Stepping forward because I want the stacks. I'm now thinking I'm gonna die. Thankfully, that's not the case. I guess I could have pressed my R button too if I really wanted. Oh, our ally getting canceled out of the ultimate. Like I said, still looking for these stuns to line up. That should get me one? No, not quite. And we're kind of zoned out due to zombie wall, so we could not get the couldn't get the heals off that I wanted, or the stalls off even. The Haka's inbound. Poorly placed nuke from red team. At least in my opinion, it was pretty poor. We'll get another double chastise on top of red team, significantly reducing their capabilities. Oh, that healer got very low, and Nova picks up the kill on top of her. We're up to 4 increased spell power, increasing all of our spell damage and healing that can be applied to friendly team and myself. We'll keep doing some Pursued by Grace auto attacks on top of this enemy. And just heal up whoever needs the health. Can we get the double Q? Or double ability? Jesus. Was not worth it, I don't think. I really was not expecting that much burst from them because we were even on levels. But I suppose they pressed all their abilities on me. Oh, nice activation of Nova's 1. Letting her escape. And we actually kill the Jimmy Raynor. I did not expect that. Dunk inbound. Nazebo dodging, bobbing, and weaving. Both my allies are on half of an HP. They need to learn that we have a B button to press. Junkrat coming back in now. The Haka hopefully can get away from that. If he has his Z, he can just scoopy-doop on out of there. But 5% spell power. Pretty darn good. If that's all we get this game, that'll be fine. Obviously, I'm always craving more, but let's go top off this hero. And we'll get enchanted boots. So now we gain movement speed. 20% movement speed whenever we have... I think they're on our way. Whenever we have our Leap of Faith up. Look for the root on top of this enemy, as well as pulling my ally in aggressively. I was hoping he could get something done. Nova's ult is out, and she picks up the kill that we needed. Thankfully, well played by her. Nova's been kind of killing it this game. Do we fight this hero? Let's fight this hero. I was hoping he'd go in on me. I think he's out of here. Nova looking for that gank in the top lane on top of Azmodan. We're continuing to chase down this bird, which, like I said, I don't think we ever really chase it down and kill him. This Ragdoll I thought was a real hero. It was scaring me. Same thing as before, we'll top off Nazebo because we're very good at doing this out-of-combat healing with this build. I mean, Anduin's just really good at healing in general, though. Oh, also, whenever we use our Leap of Faith on an ally, it heals them. So you can use it for, heals them for 500 health over 5 seconds, essentially. Still trying to get that Chastise to line up. Middle lane's close to falling. We'll get the nuke here. Debating just booking it bottom lane, honestly. Should probably try to save this ally. So I'll do just that. But I do want to help out, no, they're going to get it. We'll just grant them that protection. Like I said, they will have almost infinite amounts of stuns and interrupts. But if we use just... Wow, we got a kill off of that. If we use it just for the... protection that it grants, like we're playing a Medivh, then just that would be good. We're going to pull this hero to make sure he does not perish, as well as maybe a heal on top of my ally. Keeps him alive long enough to survive red team shenanigans. There's a burst heal on top of him, and we got 7 spell power now, which is stacking up nicely. We got a heal for this Junkrat. Maybe should have gone on top of Nazeebo, who's been mildly suicidal. There's a nice root as well, which should finish, almost finishing off that enemy hero. There is the triple tap skill on top of their Brightwing to get us another kill. Well played by friendly team. This Nazeebo and Nova especially have been going insane this game. We got a second charge of Leap of Faith, which the big bonus to this is the fact that we can have our enchanted boots up more often. Heal up this ally. I do have my R if we want to use it or need to use it. Falstad cannot do anything to interrupt it. And neither can the Deathwing if he's inside of his... Another nice double ability. But neither can the Brightwing if he's inside his melee form. Excuse me. Unless he went for the... Nope, he did not. Say unless he went for the... Maybe we can get the double stun? Hey, yeah, that does count as a stack. Pull that ally out of there. He's getting healed nicely from it. If Deathwing went for the fear at level 10, he could have. Could still stop my ult. Double root? Oh, yeah, baby. That's the quest complete. And now friendly team can go to town. Nazeebo pumping him full of lead. Getting us a nice double kill. Off of, like I said, a really well-timed root. Same thing as before, though, with this build, is we kind of have mana issues. Like, I'm sitting at half a mana bar, and that fears me a good bit. I guess we'll go help Nazeebo again. What build is Nazeebo? Toads. Nice. Oh, I was waiting for that tongue to come online. Does she have the silence Brightwing? No, she does not. She has the empowered polymorph, which reduces our armor. Nazeebo also struggling with holding his mana at a healthy consumption rate. We'll stand right here. So if red team wants to rotate in, they won't be able to. But I thought Nazeebo was going to cap this. Looks like it's just me, so we'll grab the nuke. And then take the teleporter to get down to bottom lane ASAP. Yeah, a lot of ally heroes are low on HP. Debating using my R just for heals. Thankfully, my ult does not get canceled this time around. Maybe pull that ally out, because it does do a little bit of healing. I think it was enough. We'll pull this ally out as well now. We're kind of stuck in an awkward choke point. I think my Nazeebo's safe to live. Triple tap coming out. Didn't get much done. But we managed to kill the Junkrat, actually. We'll get a kill with our Nova. Or the Junkrat managed to kill the Deathwing. We'll nuke bottom. And I'll go pick up another nuke. Really good team fight there. That double pull came in handy. Wow, I'm shocked by how effective that's been. We also, I don't know how long ago it was. I think we completed our quest in top lane earlier. But our quest is complete, so we have that 10 spell power, increasing all ability healing that we're dealing. Go ahead to middle lane, and really out healing the Brightwing now. It's really starting to show. You got a nuke, so I'm just going to use it.
Nuclear launch detected.
She gone. Big root on top of her will finish her off. And we got the Light of Stormwind ult, which reduces the cooldown of our R by 60 seconds if we get a full cast off of it. Kind of debating just trying to show it off. That is a ranged Deathwing, though, so how badly do we really want to show it off? So Rainer Q, Deathwing Ease are the things that will cancel my R if I press it. Hopefully friendly team doesn't overextend too far. Can look for a root on top of some of them. We landed on their Asmodam, but nobody was quite ready for it. There it is again. Junkrat coming in and pommeling red team. Bombs Away has been activated. Same thing. We'll look for that root. I'm playing so far forward and aggressively because I can just press R. Brightwing is back, however, which scares me mildly. Deathwing's in the air, so he can't stun me, but we got Polymorph back online. She will be able to with that Brightwing. Can I land that root? Just the single root. Deathwing is in... I can't tell which form that is yet. Probably ranged. Yes, that is a ranged Deathwing. Wow! Nazebo blowing up. I didn't even see the Rainer get low, let alone be killed. Another nice root on top of red team, giving my ally a huge burst in healing. Looks like friendly team took a little detour to go for the camp. Not a bad play. And we're going to go right into top lane pushing now. Hopefully doing the same thing that we just accomplished in middle lane. Push down this building further. Even-handed blessing on myself. We have 20. Yeah, going for boss isn't a bad play. But I feel like we just did so much good siege that we might as well just keep up that pressure in lane. Because all that a camp does is it is using time now to gain pressure later. But if we are able to apply that pressure now, we might as well utilize it, in my opinion. Bottom lane will need to be dealt with sooner rather than later. From at least one hero on our team. Junkrat's been kind of just chilling. Looks like he will be the one to defend there. Yeah, and then instead of going for the boss, we just kill this keep anyways. Red team's using a nuke. They might be broken. We might have broke their brains. Yeah, that Nazebo damage with his level 20 upgrade, which he doesn't actually have online yet, but still, regardless, it is doing numbers. Another enemy hero falls. We'll look for one last root combo. Not quite enough to finish him off, but still a really good game regardless. We'll protect our allies if they want to run into it, and that will be the end of game 3. Kind of a stomp. I don't know. Red team had flurries of greatness in the beginning there, but regardless, that's the build. That's the challenge. We did all 3 games. We made it through. Nazebo popped off. Nova popped off. Well on their part. But yeah, as far as the build goes, if you were curious, we went for, and this is my least favorite. Even-handed blessings at level 1, which I explained why I didn't like it. Truthfully, the rest of the build's fine. It's just this talent that I don't like. Piercing light at level 4, giving us that more spell power, so our heals are more effective. Binding light or binding heal at level 7, that's giving me my own healing, and we love healing for ourselves because then we can disperse it out to more allies evenly. With the word salvation, I think it saved Junkrat in a very impactful fight at least once, and not only that, but red team then had to constantly have that thought of, okay, Brightwing needs to be saving her W's, Deathwing saves his E's, Rainer saves his Q's, and red team's just constantly on their mind about it. Enchanted boots, because the movement speed you get from it is kind of broken, allowing you to run around the map like a mad lad. Double leap of faith, because you can synergize really well with your other level 13 talent, and the double heal that can come of it if you use it on the same ally twice. But additionally, I saved, I think it was like Junkrat and, or maybe it was Nazebo and Dahaka in that same fight later in the game, which I feel like we carried that fight pretty dang hard, at least saving my allies until they could perform well. And then finally, Light of Stormwind. Would have liked to have seen this performed a little bit better, like being able to use it more, because it's a great ultimate ability, but red team just never pushed into us enough. We were able to just disperse the healing perfectly fine to survive. So anyways, that was Anduin, 3 games, 3 builds. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know down in the comments who you want to see me play next. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.